Ultimate CELPIP 1 week plan. What is this? Well, it starts with the link in the description. You can check that out, but before you do that, watch this whole video because I'll tell you how to use that link and what you need to do in the next 7 days if your exam is in 7 days or more. You want to start with mock tests. The link I have provided you gives you access to free mock tests. You can register there as a new user, and right away you'll see multiple mock tests that are AI marked. So you get all of this for free. When you're starting your CELPIP preparation journey, the first thing you need to familiarize yourself with is this testing interface and the difficulty level, and our mock tests do a pretty good job at making you familiar with that. So day one, what you're doing is going through these mock tests, all 4 modules, reviewing the different levels of questions, the types of questions, and getting an overall understanding. Days 2 to 5, we're targeting 1 module per day. Let's start with day 2, listening. Listening is considered generally the easiest module in CELPIP, so we'll give it less time here. But what we'll do here is either use the materials from our mock tests or use any listening online put on YouTube. Canadian TV show hosts interviews or Canadian news. It should be Canadian because CELPIP accent, the accent there is the Canadian accent. Now you listen to it, you take notes. Practice taking notes. Later, when you stop the audio or video, compare your notes to what was said. You replay the audio or video and see what was missed. Did your notes cover everything? If not, you need to make your note taking better. Do multitasking. You want to focus, listen, and take notes and make that skill better. Do this the entire second day. The third day, you want to focus on reading. And here you can use, again, the mock tests given or use academic websites, especially news-related websites. And here, whenever you read, do 2 things. One is explain to yourself what you have read in your own simple words to summarize and make it easy for you to understand. Because CELPIP reading is going to be tough, but as long as you explain things to yourself in your own words, you're going to be good. The second thing you want to do is summarize the information. Sometimes there's too much information, and what you want to do in the CELPIP exam is find a way in your head to summarize 5 sentences into 1. What is the central theme? Once you start to understand this, you start to do really good in something like part 3 reading, where you have to match questions, and every other multiple choice question where you are looking at the questions and the passage and the questions and passage. The passage is so long, but if you're summarizing this part of the passage means this part of the passage means this, then you have it neatly organized and it doesn't look intimidating, plus it's easier to understand. Day 4, we're going to work on writing. When you're at home without a teacher practicing writing on your own, you have a great tool called Grammarly that checks your grammar and even gives you suggestions on how you could write your sentences better. So you can use that to self-evaluate, correct your mistakes, and also practice writing on time. Then once you're done with each writing, task 1, task 2, evaluate yourself as a teacher. Check the question, check your answer. Did you answer the question fully? Were the bullet points covered correctly? Is the information neatly organized? I mean, is there a flow? Or are you saying things abruptly? Is every sentence separate and every point clearly organized? Make sure you evaluate all these things against the CELPIP examination marking criteria. You can find the CELPIP scoring sheet on their official website as well. Now, day 5, you guessed it, we're doing speaking. And here we're also doing self-evaluation. We're going to grab our iPhones or Androids and open up the sound recorder. Record yourself while speaking. Once you're done with the entire speaking test or per part, play that audio and listen to yourself. This is usually an eye-opener for a lot of people because here you're going to see your tone. You could have done better in tone. Maybe you were too robotic. Maybe you were too over-exaggerated. You don't want to do that either. How can you be natural? Focus on the tone. Are you pausing properly between sentences and phrases? Or are you saying ums, likes, you knows? Those things will reduce marks. Are there words that you have said, but you know you could have said more advanced, complex words? Then maybe the next time you want to change them. Are you using the right connectors also accordingly in much the same way? Is there a variety in your sentences? For example, active voice, passive voice, complex sentences, simple sentences. You want to evaluate all these things and also evaluate your grammar mistakes and see how you did on speaking. Now, day 6, you really want to get back into the mock tests. Once again here, I wouldn't recommend going to any other resource other than the one that is provided in the link in the description. Go there, do these mock tests because now you want to be exam ready. But all the skills you have learned in the last few days are going to help you do better in this mock test on day 6. Do as many as you can. One thing you want to do here on day 6 is keep a track of all the mistakes you're making, okay? Because day 7, this is our final day. What we do here is we will look at all the mistakes we made in speaking, writing, and even reading and listening with the answer sheets. Here you want to evaluate why you were getting things wrong, the ones that were wrong. Why? Are you too fast in writing? That's why you're making those grammar mistakes. Are you being lazy in proofreading? Is that the problem? Or in speaking, is it you rushing so much that it sounds unnatural? Or you're always never finishing the ending sentence in speaking? These are the common mistakes students have. What's happening in reading? So when you get an answer wrong, is it because you're selecting the wrong option? Or is it because you're not understanding the passage? Figure that out and make that skill better. In listening, are you taking too many notes and you cannot focus on what's actually being said? Or is it the opposite? And work on that skill. And that's what you got to figure out on day 7. Fix all those mistakes and gray areas because the next day might be your exam. And if it's not, if it's in 2 weeks, you have the perfect opportunity to repeat days 1 to 7 again. And this is our most effective CELPIP 1-week prep plan that you can do yourself without a teacher. This is going to help you a lot. All the best. Guys, if you found value in this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Really appreciate it.